Hola, mi gente. This is
Ready or Not Latinas Podcast.
And these are your hosts,
Yessi,
Jessica,
Karina,
and Joanna. Just a reminder, we release new topics every Wednesday and officially making it Latina Wednesdays.
So stay tuned and get ready for this chisme.
Welcome back to our very first 2024 episode. Happy New Year's from your favorite Latinas.
That was a whole fucking mouthful.
I know. I was kind of scared to mess it up.
But it's okay. You got the point.
Next time it'll be more in sync.
Yeah. So happy 2024. Earlier I said 2014.
Which I was like, yes, please. I wish it was 2014.
So
not for me.
You don't want to go back to that year?
No.
I don't even remember what the fuck happened at 2014.
I know what happened. I had a kid. No. No, I don't know. I don't remember.
2014, I was in
You had a
8th
kid in
grade.
2014?
Yes, ma'am.
Shit, I had one at 2012. So 2 years after me?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Not make that math. Anyways, so how are you guys feeling with this new year?
Excited.
Well, what are you
Excited and
expecting?
nervous.
What are you expecting from it?
Expecting just more peace. Just always keep my peace.
Yeah.
And I should say, just for new beginnings. I think I'm ready for new beginnings. I'm always ready for new beginnings. Who isn't?
You think about new beginnings even in the beginning of the week.
Exactly. Every Monday.
Every Monday.
Thankful for it.
Yeah.
I think for me is like having adventures or trying things for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the same. For me, I just want to gain, what is it called? Financial stability. To be able to be like, oh, today I want to go and get me a nice bag for myself and be okay with it. You know, be like, damn, but I have to worry about this bill and the other bill. So definitely that, and just perfect my craft, which is, keep doing this facial stuff.
Yeah.
I'm expecting that, and just actually start a business like I said I would, and not keep leaving it on the back burner like, oh, I'll get to it eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, and quit my job that I currently have. So yeah, there's a couple things that I really want to work on myself.
What about you?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you guys remember, but I sent you guys a TikTok.
You send us a lot of TikToks.
Yeah. I'm like on the daily.
No, but it was a one about to learn how to
yes,
despegarte de la gente o despegarte de just I don't
Somebody
know, just worry about
you
yourself.
any good.
Yeah, like to learn to say goodbye and like to not worry about kind of like have you guys heard of the motto that people use when they're addicts? Que dice only como dice, I don't know what it says, but it says kind of like worry about the things that they can change, something like that. So I wanna that TikTok, I really want to like incorporate that to my year, because I feel like I'm a person that I worry too much about everybody. So I'm like, maybe I should focus this year and to work on that about myself. And obviously el mismo pinche, ¿cómo se dice? Resolution de todos los putos años, lose weight.
To lose weight,
You guys were talking about talking about that, and I was like, honestly, I feel like I set one up every year.
Yeah.
And that's not trying to say like, oh, I don't make it, no lo cumplo.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like sometimes
you don't hold yourself accountable.
Yeah, no, not that. It's just I feel like a hypocrite for saying like, oh, I'm gonna try to do this and this and that. I think it's just actually trying.
Yeah, like I feel like
not just saying it.
Yeah, I feel like every year, like I start strong. Like I write all my goals, and literally I could show you they're all like a bunch of goals.
I've seen your journals of like you keep up like, and I haven't seen that in a while, but I know you used to like even weigh your food and like be like, oh, okay, this much.
Or like weigh myself at the beginning of the week. And then write the workouts. Like I'm very like structural person. Like especially, and I start strong every fucking year, but luego me gana lo cansado del trabajo, los niños, like, and you just see like it's the same shit, different year, same shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like I get so I'm not structured enough, I guess, or I don't have not the motivation, but not the what's the other word? What's the other word? You
Magnesium.
No, magnesium. Not just
dedication?
motivation, pero like
the consistency.
The consistency to do it.
I know, the discipline.
That's the word I'm looking. Thank you, sister.
Of course, girl. I was like, there's 3 Ds.
About 3 minutes.
Definitely. I don't have the discipline for it because, like I said, luego digo, I deserve to sleep in. Fuck it.
Yeah,
you know?
I know, you like want to gift yourself.
Se me agarra la huevonada y ya otra vez estamos en lo mismo.
Yeah, I understand.
But yeah, like definitely, even for the podcast, the last year I could show you, like obviously we didn't meet the goals that I had put, but I put them really high. But I did have goals for the podcast, myself, as an individual. And literally, este año se me fue like,
yeah.
I didn't even feel it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, oh my
and
God.
that is so true because I feel like the year 2021, it's like, I don't know if I like completely erased it from my head, but I cannot remember that year.
Yeah.
And it's so weird. Like, I cannot remember what I did, what happened. Like, I have to go through my Snapchat memories just to see what I did. So it's crazy to me that, like, just how fast the year's been going, guys.
Yeah, I think from there on, like, from 2021 till now, I feel like that's how it's been for me too. Yeah. Like, I feel like life goes by so fast and I'm so caught up on like my own duelo and like how I have to work and I have to work and I have to get this done, and you're like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
What the fuck did I do? Where's this go at? And what the fuck? I feel like I'm always like, oh, I'll have time.
Yeah,
I'll have time.
Eventually.
But bitch, it's already the new year and I had no fucking time.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I don't know, what is one thing that you put yourself for this year? ¿Qué pasó? Que you were like, oh yeah, I got that shit done, and that was what I was.
That was my number one thing for such a long time. I think I like put it on the back burner, and like for a lot of times for a bunch of reasons. Like, this year I'm gonna go to Mexico, or then that happened, and so then I just feel like that was like the one thing that I said, okay. And you were with me that day when I went to go sign up, and it was just like, I don't know where, guys. It was like, go sign yourself up right now.
And she said she was just going for a tour.
Yeah, I was just gonna be like, okay, let me see what the school is like. Let me see what the program offers. Let me see how much. I'm just gonna, let me just averiguar cuánto. Girl, it was almost like I went in on the right day. Like, it was supposed to happen the way it did, because like the teacher like luego was like, well, let's sign you up, like, let's do it. And I was like, okay, like, how much? And I had exactly how much to do a down payment to like actually get enrolled. And so I did it right away. Like, I didn't even think about it. I was like left with like maybe $50, and I was like, oh well, like, at least I have it started already. So I'm proud of myself. I'm gonna graduate in May, y'all. So I think I'm gonna go to the graduation.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I like, this so I can like feel real,
Yeah.
So I'm super proud of myself that I accomplished something that I really wanted to.
Yeah,
that's one of the things I would say I accomplished, and I'm proud of myself.
That I could say that I accomplished. I don't know if I've actually put or actually did say that I wanted to leave my mom's house. I think I did.
Yeah,
I did for a lot of years.
Yeah.
So to actually have done it, I would say that is something that
to move out on your own.
Yeah,
have your own spot.
That's something that I could check off my list for last year.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And tú?
I think mine was to connect with my roots.
Yeah.
And I think I did.
And I think like your inner self.
Yeah.
And I think you do that very, like, this whole year. That's that vibe that I have received from you. Very calm, very like in yourself, like you're so sure of yourself.
Yeah. I feel like it was hard. Like, I feel like in the beginning it was really hard, and I lost myself for a bit because I was trying to find myself. But I think now I'm good. I know what spot I am in, and it comes easy to me. Yeah. So I'm very proud of myself.
Well, I'm very proud of you.
We're proud of you.
Yes, we see it. It's like a different light in you.
Yeah. So I hope it just keeps on going. Yeah. And like hopefully we set another goal. Set yourself goals for this year, at least one that it's gonna be achievable and that it's gonna come easy to you.
Definitely.
Yeah. So with that note, we're gonna talk about Los Casis.
Los
Los
Casis.
Casis.
They hurt my heart.
They hurt my heart. But I feel like sometimes Los Casis can be good and can be bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I feel like you could almost fuck up. But then you're like, okay, no.
Yeah.
And then you have the Casis like, damn, no lo hice.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a lot of my Casis. Is like, yeah, what if? Like, you know, you always think like, what if I would have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Los Casis, when it comes to relationships, has fucked you up? Like really, like mentally?
Yes. For me, yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
How in what aspect? Like, como in like...
Because casi is like a regret, no?
Kinda. It's like
it's an
cuando te
almost.
imaginas ya que ya estás allí, que ya lo estás haciendo, and then it doesn't even get there.
Yeah, I feel like yes, but obviously way before.
Mm-hmm.
Way before.
Do you start... Okay, I have a question. When you start something new or a relationship new, do you immediately start seeing yourself ya in...
For future?
Uh-huh.
Honestly, yes.
You do?
I was gonna say back then I
not
would.
right away. I think it's just certain aspects. I hope that I'm not wasting my time, and I'm like, I hope
get
my
to that
point.
point.
I hope my partner has this aspect, or I hope it has this characteristic. So once I peep something that I'm like, red flag, or like, like then I just keep that in the back burner in my head. Like, okay, just know like it's not gonna go like this. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's a yes or no. What
Yeah.
about you guys? Do you guys feel like you guys
feel
do
like,
that?
Well, I don't think I can answer this question. I've been with my person for the longest time.
true.
Okay, or in a different
didn't.
situation where you started it and you saw yourself, like, did you saw yourself ahead with it?
Okay, it's 'cause I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
I'm not a very into the future type of gal.
No, that's true.
I did.
You're not.
Yeah, I did with the gym when I was
Yeah?
staying very consistent, and when
Uh-huh.
I started saying that I was gonna get into it. I would say it was a casi. That's my casi.
Yeah.
It was like a casi lo hacía. Casi I was cumpliendo
There.
my goal, and basically just the mommy belly going out,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden I just like hit rock bottom. Not actually rock bottom, but I'm saying like mentally.
Gym wise, yeah.
Yeah, gym wise and mentally, it was just too much. It was too much for me, which I should have took all my mental issues. I should have took it with me to the gym, and I know for a fact it would help me.
Yeah.
But I was just a casi.
But hey,
Now that you're
for
saying
me,
the gym,
yeah.
that's my casi. Because if you guys remember when I really got into the gym and the running, and like I lost 40 pounds in like, I want to say like 3 months. And I was like, fuck. And that's when I saw myself. I saw
Literally.
Yes, I saw myself with the weight gone. I saw myself a different person. I saw myself, like I said, I got really good into running. So I would see myself running, feel myself running. I would dream myself running. And running was my thing.
Imagine Jessica like the dog. She's in her bed and she's just pushing it. She's just moving her legs everywhere.
Kicking back and forth.
But yeah, that's my casi, because then me fui para Mexico and I let that shit go, and then I was like, fuck, how do I get back? I never got back into the discipline, the routine, because me, it's all routine. I have to get into a routine, and I had one, and it was really nice, and that whole shit threw me off, y ya se fue a la chingada. And every time that I try to get back into that thing where I tell you I put I write everything down, I set my meals and blah blah blah, something always like is like, bitch, you're not ready. That's not your time. I don't know. Yeah. Something always happens. So yeah, that's mine. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I think uno de mis casis, it's a little bit when I was smaller, is because obviously cuando estás chiquito tú miras everybody else's family, and mine was imagining having a dad.
Really?
What it would be like, the dynamic in a household.
Yeah.
And it was such a disappointment though, because when the father figure was around, it was not what I expected or what I pictured. So siempre era como un letdown, like every single time.
You're like, this is what the fuck it is. I don't want it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think for me in that aspect, I feel like I was born in that environment that I never pictured my life any different. And I don't think I had a dad. Maybe an uncle of mine. He was very like active with his kids.
Yeah.
But it didn't make me question my dad.
Really?
Yeah, like it was so weird. Like
really,
because we used to stay the night.
Compare my dad.
We
with
used to
other
stay the
dads.
night at my uncle's house, and he was so attentive to me. Like one time I fell, he was like me estaba curando and shit.
But did you feel weird?
I felt definitely feel weird, but I don't know. I don't remember questioning it, or like having like. I never hated that, but I had like a little. I was always scared of him, but never like.
I hate
him. I want to kill him, or I want to. You know, when you're little, you're like, I wish he died.
Yeah,
or, you know. I don't remember ever having those thoughts.
Which I would all the time.
But yeah, so that's so weird that we had different aspects, because you imagine life like that, but because I feel like I was born into it.
Yeah.
I really didn't question it or dreamed about having a different. Maybe once I got older, maybe I was like, I would.
That's kind of bad. I would sometimes wish like I had a different dad. I would always be like, I wish my dad was like my friend's dad, or I wish my dad took me to the movies.
Yeah, I feel like you, because you had to, mom let you always spend the night at your friend's house and stuff. So I feel like that she would come back like, you know, like not different at all, but like that, like sad, like almost like, dang, I wish I had that life.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did do that a lot, and I would sit there and lie to my friends. They would be like, I did this and this with my dad. What did you do with your dad? And it was like, me inventaba una pinche historia.
This girl would come out with this whole story.
No, pues por eso es bien buena la mentira.
Pero I would sometimes be like, oh, I wish I had their life. I wish my dad was this way and this way that.
You know, one thing
that's
though.
Bad.
Yeah.
And that's bad, but I think at the moment it's not bad, because at the same time that was something that was handed to us. Like, we didn't choose to live that life.
Yeah.
That was his way. That's, you know, he chose to give us that. So in our minds, we wish something different.
Yeah.
I don't think it was bad, because at the end of the day, you know, I feel like we do it as adults.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're like, damn, I wish my life would have went a little different.
Yeah.
Or maybe I should have waited for this. Or it's never bad to wish something that you didn't have. Just work up for it.
Yeah.
You know, like, think about it that way. Like, not instead of a regret, think about it as like, I want that. Or I want something similar to that.
You know what? Like, about that, I think because of the way I lived, in the way I didn't have a father figure and all of that, I think that's what I push for my kids to have. Like, something that I didn't had is having a father there.
Yeah.
And believe me, like, they have a great dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he really tries his best. You know, it's not the perfect way, because obviously we had kids at a young age.
Yeah.
And, you know, we also came from fucked up childhoods. So, you know, it's us working through it along with them. You
guys are just trying to grow.
Yeah.
And a nice thing, you guys are growing together.
Yeah. And then, you know, that I think that's one thing where I'm like, no, like, I know I didn't have it, and I don't know exactly how it should be, but we're
gonna make it. You're gonna try whatever you can to make it.
Yeah, that, and I feel like it's better than what I had.
Yes.
And it's just, it makes sense. And obviously we know the difference between good and bad. Right, because we're adults, and we kind of we see movies, and we see, you know, what things should be, and maybe it's not perfect, because nobody is perfect. We're all human. We all get mad. We all, you know, we have strong emotions, but at the same time, how you take care of those emotions with your children was what counts. And I don't know. I feel like it's so different and weird to talk about it out loud when you're actually living it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I think también, like, what comes with the ya casis también is like a lot of heartbreak, I feel.
Oh my God, yeah.
When it doesn't turn out the way you want it. That heartbreak, that tumbling
the
down.
disappointment.
I'm not gonna lie, I went through a big what if on my last relationship.
Really?
And so I would say I did go
Ya casi.
Ya casi. Se me trabó la lengua. Thinking about it so much. Yeah, like, it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Now I don't mind sharing, because back then I was not able to talk about it because of it was that what if.
Yeah.
You know? But
I remember.
basically I ended my 11-year relationship, and it was a what if, like it was a ya casi we would fix things back.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh no, never mind. But it wasn't like on my behalf, and then later on it was on his behalf.
Yeah.
Which it was both ways. It was a ya casi on both ways. So at the end, pues, no, we didn't end up getting back together after being together for 11 years.
That's a lot.
11 years. And then just, you know, life goes on. It's about to be 2 years now.
Really?
Yes. I've been single for 2 years.
Wow.
2
That's
years.
insane, dude.
Yep. And it's shocking to say that
Out
I've been
loud.
single that long. Yeah. And you know that.
But does it feel better now, or does it still make you sad? Or
it does
what
make
do you
me
think?
sad sometimes, because now now I'm like, damn, bro, if I would have just been a little bit more patient, maybe if we were gonna get there and be that power couple. Because I feel like now my mind, the way that I think now, the way that I feel, my respect towards somebody that would be my person, it would be on a different level. So I feel like I would definitely, it'll be, to me, I think it would have been way better.
Right.
Yeah.
Pero pues nunca voy a saber, because, you know, we just went, cada quien pa su lado.
But if you had the chance of doing it, would you go? Would you give it a try?
Now, I mean, if there was a what if, maybe, because I feel like I know him, and I wouldn't mind learning his new him now.
Right.
Yeah.
Because obviously, you know,
but I feel like if you could start from zero.
yeah.
Not just because you know him already, but because you are totally two different people now.
Yeah. So
You
we
know?
kind of would start from zero.
Yeah. Which is
but at the same
okay.
time, it wouldn't be so it wouldn't be so bad, because, you know, I wouldn't have to start all over again as meeting the mom or meeting the family.
Okay,
I already know them.
yeah,
I know how to
okay.
act, you know, be around them. It's just between us now.
Yeah.
It's just trying to learn each other, our new us.
Yeah.
But, you know, pues no
Nunca
sepas,
sabes, pero
nunca
nunca
voy a saber.
digas, pero nunca digas nunca.
Well, eso es true. Like I said in the last episode, never say
Nunca,
never.
yeah, nunca digas nunca, pero tampoco no es bueno que regreses al pasado.
Exactamente.
O que te quedes esperando qué va a pasar y qué tal si pasa mañana. Like, you know, you have to keep living your life.
And that's another
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. A little bit after that, there would be times where I would be proposed, like a guy would really like me, and he would really like,
Would you
hey, like
compare?
I really like you. Would I compare? No, and yeah, I would compare on the part is like, oh, I gotta start all over again. Oh, I gotta meet new people or bring new people around my family.
Yeah.
That was where I would compare, and I would get in like, oh, I don't want to.
Yeah.
And then ahí yo perdía an opportunity, or not an opportunity, but I would like say no to somebody, and ahí se fue.
Right.
You know
Pero
what I'm
was
saying?
it because of that, or because
No.
you thought that, what if he comes back?
Yeah, it was the what if he comes back.
Or what
I
is he
was
gonna
waiting.
say if he's coming to me and I have this relationship? He's gonna say I didn't wait for him.
Exactly.
Kind of thing.
That it was a very trick. It was super tricky.
Yeah.
But then it was just at that point where I was just like, you know what, we're not doing this. Like, it's not. If it was gonna happen, it would have been happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
So, and
They
like
wouldn't
you
have
were saying
waited.
earlier, like, do you feel like you're saved? Like, you know, maybe eso no pasó for a reason.
Right.
So I try to stay positive, and I try to think good about it and be like, okay, maybe that didn't happen for me, even though it was so long, but maybe there's something better
waiting for you.
waiting for me, and it's gonna be longer, eternity till I die.
Yeah.
You know, so now I'm just chilling. I'm not looking for anything. Whatever comes in my way comes in my way.
Yeah.
If it catches my attention, then okay, and if it doesn't, then I move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not lingering around like, oh fuck, or por qué a mí no, or por qué.
Arruinándote el día.
Yeah, I'm just like, bueno, no me tocó y no me tocó. Se comieron el cheto. No me alcanzó a mí.
Pues sí.
What about you? Do you had another
Ya casi.
casi?
Not really. I feel like all my yakasis are like super dumb. Like
But that's good. When you consider them dumb, is because you really let go. And it was not worth it.
Yeah, you're right. Because I feel like for a long time, I would always be like, oh my God, I'm so sad about this. But I feel like now that I'm grown, I'm like, okay, bitch, it wasn't that serious.
Right.
Because when I was about to graduate, my mom would always, because she never made me a quinceañera, she'd always be like, oh my God, mija, esta vez te voy a hacer tu fiesta, te graduaste, I'm so proud of you. Like, don't worry, mija. I won't lie. Yes, like, I'm not gonna lie. I started skipping school all the time, like too much. But this is the thing. I was a very responsible truancy person. Yeah, because let me tell you, I would skip 3 days out of the week, 4 days out of the week, but I would write my excuse notes. Like, she had explosive diarrhea and didn't make it. And I was excused. Like, I was excused. My only thing was absences, and so they were like kind of in danger. Like, oh, you might not graduate, but bitch, I got my life together. I was like, bitch, I'm gonna graduate. Like, there was no way I was gonna give
accomplice.
up. Yes, like there was no way I was gonna give up that graduation. Like, I even told Jessica, like, please, like, girl, call in, tell them. And yeah, like at the end, like it was like 2 weeks before graduation, and I'm like, oh mom, like, you know, I'm gonna get my cap and gown, like, which I asked her to pay for it. She didn't want to, but I had to pay for that. And so I paid for my own cap and gown. And I tell her, like, oh my God, mom, like, I'm going to graduate. The graduation is so-and-so weeks. Like, it's in, I think it was like in May. And we got out of
It's always in May.
Yeah, and we got out of school in March, I think. So I told her, like, it's going to be in May.
No, you got out in April.
I got out in April?
Yeah, because you can't get out a whole 2 months.
You're right. I got out in April. So then I told her, like, oh, they gave me the tickets already, like, you know, whatever. And she's like, what? You're going to graduate? I didn't even think you were going to. So I didn't plan anything.
Damn.
Like, I literally was so hurt. I cried about it. I was like, I can't believe
she still brings
it.
it up.
You still bring it up.
Bring it up all the time.
Especially when it's her drinking time. When Joanna's drunk, she will tell my mom.
Maybe
so
I'm
really
not.
hurt.
Yeah, maybe I'm not over it. But
You're not.
Actually, I haven't drunk in a long time. So yeah, I probably am.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I literally would always be like, Ma, like, why not? Like, what stopped you? Like, what? And truly, like, you could sit here and say, oh, nothing.
She just said she thought she wasn't going to
graduate. Yeah,
she didn't have that trust.
Now you're getting teary-eyed over there.
I am. I'm like,
yeah.
You are, huh?
And I always
Which
told
is
my mom,
fair.
like, I always told my mom, like, Mom, I wish I had that. Just to say, like, in replace of my quinceañera, I had a graduation.
Right.
And it was fun. And I probably would have had a fucking blast because I actually had friends in high school.
Oh,
like,
what you're trying to say?
No, what I'm saying is, like, I didn't have friends in the beginning, like, in freshman year. But when I was a senior, I actually started to have friends.
Were you
so
the
I was
popular
like,
girl?
No, I mean, I wasn't popular. But, you know, so I was like, dang, it would have been so fun.
Right.
Like, and so now I'm not gonna lie, I do think back on it, and I'm always like, dang, what if, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that's a big what if.
But I think the part that most hurt sister was that she worked so hard to graduate.
Yeah, I did.
And
all that.
I feel like and I feel like she was always the sister that less attention got. I don't know why. I felt like that. Like,
yeah, bitch, me too.
Yeah, so I felt like this was when mom brought up the whole graduation thing. I felt like
this was like my big, like,
yes,
my turn. My turn.
And so she worked so hard to graduate because she wanted that attention. She wanted that from mom. I felt like that's what fucked her up. Like, that's why I think she has such a hard grip on that.
Yes,
Casi.
a hard yes, bitch. I
she
feel
don't
that.
I think it's because of that.
I've never felt like so like rencorosa or like even like
left behind.
Yeah, about something but that.
Yeah, because I could say,
like,
bitch, I got left behind way before that. But, you know, but I don't know. I don't linger.
Yeah,
I tend not to linger because I feel like it was my fault. You know, like, obviously I didn't have a
yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying, like, that's why I feel like it was so hard for you.
Yeah.
But I think that's now that you're gonna graduate from your program, this is the one that you need to go all out
for
yourself. For yourself. Yeah, for sure. And that's the same thing, low key, like on birthdays too. That's why I'm like, bitch, I gotta go hard for myself, because if I don't, no one will. Like, and it's true though, because I feel like on your birthdays you feel the most like like special to yourself, and you're like always like, oh my god, I made it through another year. So I feel like that's why también on my birthdays, like I take that shit hard. Because I remember, bitch, like I remember the times I would be like, man, like let's go out to dinner for my birthday, let's do this. Nada. Yeah. It was always no.
Yeah. Well, so, at least you have your own birthday.
Yeah,
because bitch,
she gotta share it with baby Jesus.
With baby Jesus. And baby Jesus.
Not even Jesus, but you have to kind of share it with like everyone, because everyone gets presents.
Yes.
Not just you.
Birthdays. Don't even talk to me about birthdays, because that shit is another level for me. Like I feel like I don't even feel.
She feels cheated.
Yeah, like I don't even feel like a birthday. Like.
Oh, shut up! Because when we were small, she would get double presents.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Mom only got me one present. One.
No, she did. Two.
No, she wouldn't.
Whose party was it when you guys are both dressed in red then?
Mine. The only birthday party that I got. That's the only birthday.
Hey, my parents went all out for that birthday.
They did.
Dude, it looks like they wasted the whole month's rent on that party, bro. Like, the way that y'all look like y'all were having fun.
Okay. So that took for the rest of my life. my 7-year-old birthday, that took out for the rest of my life.
Damn, bitch. Yeah.
But I get you. I get that. And especially as you grow up. Because I feel when we were little, we used to celebrate your birthday.
She don't remember.
Okay, you don't remember. Okay,
I remember the first year we actually celebrated my birthday for real was when I was 14. That was the first.
No, don't you remember? That's why I gave birth the day after your birthday. Because we went out to celebrate to Casis Pizza. I ate pizza. And then I gave birth the next day. No. You don't remember? That's when my child was born right after
but to me, that's not a birthday.
When is your birthday?
January 4th. It's almost
and my son's the
5th. Coming.
And by the way, I do share a birthday with someone.
It's okay, sister.
Yeah, I know. I cried it out already. I was emotional. I'm not gonna lie.
But it's because I haven't
talked about it too in so long. Like Karina said, I only bring it up when I'm really drunk. And I'm like, Mom,
but she's not drunk. She's not drunk.
But I'm just playing.
No, but she'd be like,
but.
Tú no me quieres. Tú todos le diste a Karina y a mí no me hiciste nada.
I was like, you just put me in the dirt. No, and then I was like, because that's another thing too. I don't have a lot of pictures of my childhood. Someone was like, Ma, like, where's my pictures at? It's only Karina and Jessica. So
that's not true. They're not even mine.
Oh yeah, they're not hers. And then
they're more Karina's.
I always like, where's my childhood pictures? Y también, bitch. I'd be like, you left me in the dust, bro. Like, you left me in the dust.
And that's so weird because Joanna would be the one that she has the most, because that's when technology was more out there.
Yeah,
that's true.
And but that sucks because I'm such a softie for my mom, and they're bitches.
Hey, don't fucking
yes, bitch. Your mom is scared of both of y'all. I don't know what y'all give to that lady. That lady is
don't
scared.
Say that, because it's gonna sound like we
abuse her.
Oh no, I don't mean it like that. I just mean like you guys are less like
I'm more judgy.
Not judgy, but I feel like
that I'm judgy.
Well, to me, I just feel like both of you guys are less like people pleasers. Like not people pleasers, but to her, like you would like not right, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't bend over.
Bend over backwards. Yeah, there you go.
For mom. Yeah. I can see that happening. But hey,
I don't have a stable relationship with mom. I love my mom with all my heart. I would give her half of my lung if I had to, but we just don't have that. You know, that like connection that we used to have.
Yeah.
Just because I think I have little ¿cómo se dice? Little
something against.
Yeah, like
against her.
There's like an animosity going on
like,
there.
No, like little grudges that I hold from back then. And
did I use an animosity correct?
Do you think that
animosity is when there's like beef, like tension?
Yeah. But yeah, I think there's
you used it right.
Little beef. Yeah.
Good job.
Round of applause.
Wait, is it D?
Yeah. That went perfect. Right on the nail. Yeah, so I think that's why.
I have a question. Do you think that has interfered, like having that type of connection with your mom has interfered with you being a mom?
No.
Did it play a role?
It makes me a better
But you're more self-conscious because of it.
Yes,
of who you are as a mom.
I feel like I need to pay more attention. Like, I'm more attentive to my kids. They might think I'm not, but definitely, like, I pay attention to the little details. Like, there's certain things that my son does and I know. Yeah. Like, I know automatically that there's something wrong, that he did something wrong, that there's something going on.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's what
affected you.
Yeah, that's what the whole relationship.
About what?
The mother issue.
Does
Bitch,
that?
we got mommy issues, daddy issues.
I don't feel like I have any of those.
What?
I feel like
I think I have more mommy issues than anything than daddy issues. Yeah.
Well, with mom issues, I would say mom issues.
No, what's going on our mom? We're like, Mom.
Oh my God, mom! If you
Te queremos, mami chula.
Yeah. No. Wait. Okay. So I would say it's kind of like what you said. I just want to be a better mom. Pay more attention. Do more activities with my daughter than my mom ever did with us. Because my mom worked too much. Yeah. And sometimes, like, now that I have my second jobs, and you know,
you feel like you don't see your kid more.
The weekends now is like officially, you know, her dad has to take my daughter. So it's like when I'm struggling to find a babysitter for the weekend, that's where I'm like, damn, like I can't spend time with my daughter. Even, you know, when her dad can't take her, I can't spend that time. So sometimes I try to watch myself on not working so much. Yeah. Because that's what our parents did. Our parents worked so much that they didn't have time to spend time with us, take us out like that. And if they would, it was like very short time because they were tired. Yeah. So I would say it's just being more active with my daughter, paying more attention to her. And just, you know, building memories. Yeah. You know, something, because I
taking her to places.
I have memories with my parents.
Negative memories.
But I can count them within my two hands.
Yeah.
You know, that's not so good.
Yeah.
It is, but it's not. But like I always said, I would never switch my parents for anybody. But
one thing that I feel for you sometimes is that you have one kid. Yeah. And you don't have to share your love with anybody else.
But her.
You don't have to feel that like she's getting more attention than him. That's what I'm scared of with my kids. Yeah. Like, I don't want.
Bitch, look what it'll do to them.
We have an example.
Yes, they will like hold a grudge, like not willingly, but you know, without knowing, literally. Because bitch, I didn't even know I felt that deeply about it. But look, I opened my mouth and I'm like,
definitely. Like, I feel like that's my scary part, and I feel like that's where some parents fuck up because they have so many kids, and sometimes without you knowing, one does become the favorite. Because there's one that argues the most. There's one that has a nasty ass attitude, you know, because we forget that they're going through changes in their lives,
and not
because they go from kids to teenagers, and it's just hard.
It can go to you, but I will say from experience, it can go to the other child, the one that you're favoriting. Because like for a while, me and my little brother, we didn't have the best relationship when like growing up, like because of that. Because I always felt like he got the most. Yes, he got everything, and we went to the store, but he got to buy something. So I always felt like that when I was younger. So I would always pick fights
with him.
And with that, guys, the 2023 year is over, and we just want to say thank you to everyone who continued to listen throughout the years. Thank you to the people that have, you know, listened and stay tuned for every fucking Wednesday we've had. We're super, super grateful, and we cannot wait for what the new year brings for us.
Yeah.
I know. Super
and
excited.
now that we're all back together, I feel it's like
we're entering a new year.
Yeah, and bigger and better, you guys.
Yeah. Like, we're gonna try a lot of new things.
Yes. And vlog more. I promise, guys, this is a year we're gonna freaking get a camera and record ourselves. Like, you're gonna see us more.
You're gonna actually see us in the action talking,
making the ugly faces we make. But
and our crazy laughs.
Yeah,
I don't care. It's us.
Exactly.
It's just us.
But stay tuned for more. Thank you so much. I hope everybody had a wonderful New Year's, or brought the new year with a lot of family, with love
and abundance. Yes.
Y ojalá que se acordaron de bañarse con las lentejas, porque I saw that. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
So New Year.
Hey, don't go spending lentejas out there. Them motherfuckers is good. Don't be fucking wasting lentejas like a motherfucker.
Those are good for health.
Those are really good.
Sure
They're
are.
delicious. I love lentejas.
I don't never had them.
I love them.
Never had them.
But don't forget to stay tuned every Wednesday for Latina Wednesday. Have some therapy. Have a therapy session with us.
Wednesday. This was therapy Wednesday.
This was therapy.
Like every Wednesday.
Like every Wednesday. But I think there's Wednesdays where we have like
Fun Wednesday.
Latina Wednesday, Chisme Wednesday, y hay otros que tenemos
Yup.
Therapy Wednesday.
So don't forget to follow us on all our social medias at Ready or Not Latinas. And if you have any other topics that you'd like us to speak about, just go ahead and email us at readyornotlatinas@gmail.com.
Don't be shy. Let us know.
And with that, we
Love
are out.
you. Bye.